Do you ever wonder why every year of your life feels hard in the same way? It's because the programming you're operating from hasn't changed. I went through seasons in my life where I felt like I was stuck in the same cycle. I literally felt like I was in a hamster wheel and I'm just spinning and life is passing me by, and every day felt the same. Every interaction, every situation, every problem that I would encounter felt like something that I already lived through. And in the beginning, I was like, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep repeating the same things? And that's me being self-aware, because a lot of people don't even question. They just go through life playing like the victim. But the truth is, life wasn't punishing me. It was actually me who was repeating the same patterns because I was running on the same programming. Let me tell you this, things don't happen to you. And I know we hear this a lot, that things happen for you, but I'm gonna tell you that things happen because of you. You are the main and only reason why everything in your life is the way that it is. Your choices, your patterns, your energy, your thoughts, your actions, your mindset, your financial situations, your relationships, friendships. You start to see that the reality that you live in is the reality that you created. You, only you, have the power to change that once you take accountability and once you take responsibility for everything in your life. It's not about blaming people or situations or circumstances. It's about stepping into your own power. There's this book that I started reading, and I'm gonna show it to you guys right now. When I started reading it, I got so uncomfortable because everything that the author was writing in this book, I felt like she was blaming me. I'm like, why do you keep blaming me? Like, I started reading chapters and slowly, I'm like, okay, I'm not really interested in this book right now, because I felt like she was pointing her finger at me and I felt like she was judging me and I was being bashed for like certain things that I lived through in my life. And when I started to realize what I'm telling you guys is because everything was happening because of me, and the reality that I live in is the reality that I created in my mind, then I made peace with this book. And I realized why I hated this book so much, because that was the truth that I was avoiding, and that I am not the victim. As long as you sit here and cry and complain about how everything happens to you, nothing is gonna change in your life. That's the book. I'm gonna show you the book. Guys, for real, I can't even find this book. Like, that's how much I disliked it and I just shoved it somewhere. I don't know. Give me a sec. Okay, got it. So this is the book, okay? This is the famous book by Byron Katie. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I Need Your Love, Is That True? How to Stop Seeking Love, Approval, and Appreciation and Start Finding Them Instead. It says that everything that happens in your life and everything that you point your finger towards is actually what needs healing in your life. It was a very hard pill to swallow. And the things that she says in this book honestly made me uncomfortable until I started healing and seeing that the only way for me to change my life is to step into my power and take accountability and full responsibility for everything that happened in my life. Everything. The reason why you feel stuck in your life is because you've been trying to change your identity without changing the program running it. It's like trying to update the apps on your phone. Maybe they're gonna work okay for a while, but at some point your apps are gonna keep crashing until you update and upgrade the entire system. That's exactly what happens when you try to build a new life on top of old beliefs and old wounds that were never healed. Because you can change. You can change every single thing in your life. The power is within you. But if your core programming, which is made up of cultural imprints, patterns, and old beliefs that no longer serve you, stay the same, then it's gonna be very, very hard for you to change. And maybe you will change for a little bit, but then you'll revert back to your old habits, which is what happens to most of us. Like, even me, so many times in my life, I tried to change. I started new things, I implemented new routines and new habits, and I did it for a little bit, and then boom, I reverted back to the old version of me. And every time I get discouraged, I'm like, why can't I stick? Why can't I stay disciplined? Why can't I stay consistent? It's because you're trying to think and force your way into a new identity. But you can't think your way into a new version of yourself. You have to shed the old programming, the old beliefs, and the old identity. You have to let go of all the old things that no longer serve you in order for you to upgrade and evolve. And that's exactly why I love the butterfly so much, because through the transformation, it doesn't stay connected to its old identity. It knows that, okay, it's going to go through a period of darkness, but then it's going to evolve into what it's meant to be, which is a flying insect, the butterfly. From a caterpillar to a butterfly. It knows that it has to let go of the old identity and all the old things that it used to do being the caterpillar, because now it has a new identity and a new purpose. So the question is, how do we do that? How do we evolve, and how do we let go of the old programming? I'm going to give you 3 ways that helped me, and you can start applying these right away. So the first way is through awareness. I want you to spend 5 minutes journaling, asking yourself, what patterns keep repeating in my life? What story do I keep telling myself? Awareness is always step 1, guys. If you are not aware that something is wrong and something needs to be fixed, then forget about this video and just get off this channel, and this is not for you. For real, self-awareness is number 1. And if you're not willing to admit to yourself that you have a problem, then you can't really heal. Step 2 is interrupt the pattern. So when you catch yourself responding in the same old way, how the old version of you would respond, ask yourself, is this actually the way that I think, or is this the programming that I've been running on for years? Third way is, instead of trying to change your life overnight, change something small that feeds into this new identity. Maybe it's putting a boundary with somebody, or trying something new, or even for me, for example, it's wearing new things. So I'm starting to experiment with headbands and new jewelry and a new style, because this is the new identity that I'm trying to upgrade to. And remember that small changes lead to big results. So every small step forward is telling your subconscious mind that this is me and I'm upgrading right now. So stick with the program. We don't want the old one, we want the new one. So if your life feels like it's on repeat right now, it's not because you're unlucky, it's not because God is punishing you, it's not because life never works out for you, it's because your system is asking you for an upgrade. When was the last time you upgraded your system? Not stuck, you're actually being invited to do a factory reset. Reset the whole thing, get rid of the entire old programming and start living like you have the new one. And that starts with the moment you decide to take full responsibility of your life. Not just about reflection. Healing is not just in learning and journaling. Healing is in doing and implementing and integrating. So I really hope that you can implement and integrate the things that I've said in this video, because once you do, you're gonna see the magic that's behind healing. And the magic is and always has been inside of you. You just need to remember that.